Hi, I'm Jackie from Amplify, and as a fourth grade teacher, I was always looking for ways to get my students engaged in a math activity right away. Now, we all know that students can sometimes be hesitant to participate at the start of a lesson, but once we get the ball rolling and warm up their participation skills, it's much easier to get them engaged throughout a lesson. And one of my favorite strategies to do this and build engagement from the beginning are low floor, high ceiling tasks. Now, low floor, high ceiling might sound a little goofy, but it's a great metaphor for an activity that is accessible for all students, regardless of their skill level. Now, these activities allow students to get engaged, all students start thinking, and all students get to share without the fear of being wrong. Now, what does it look like in practice, though? Well, these types of tasks might be as simple as a which one doesn't belong routine. That's where students are given for pictures, shapes, for numbers, expressions, or for equations. And students get to share what they think doesn't belong. And spoiler, there is never a wrong answer. Low floor means that all students are able to share something. They can all access the math, and in this case, they can decide which one doesn't belong with reasoning because there is no wrong answer. High ceiling means that students that are ready to take things to the next level can really showcase what they know by taking the warm-up as high as they need to. They might notice specific nuances in an expression, or maybe something other students weren't able to identify. And the goal here is the sharing piece of this activity gives every student access to all of the high thinking that occurred regardless of their entry point. Now, let's look at how you might use this activity with something as simple as shapes. Looking at these shapes, I can see students sharing that, hey, the circle doesn't belong because it's the only shape without sides. Or a student reaching for a high ceiling might mention that circle is the only shape here that isn't a polygon. Some might say the square doesn't belong because it's the only shape with equal sides, while others reaching for a high ceiling might say the square is the only shape with right or 90-degree angles. There are so many different ways I can imagine students going with this activity, and that's the beauty of a low floor, high ceiling task. Another great low floor, high ceiling example is a what do you know about activity. I know that in one of our grade 4 activities, we asked students what they know about the number 15. And even though it's a 4th grade activity, I bet you a kindergarten student would be able to talk about what they know about 15. Talk about a low floor. Some younger students may say, I see 2. Maybe they're counting the numerals in 15. Some may say, I see a 1 and I see a 5, because they're taking it further by identifying the specific numerals that make up 15. We're expecting a wide variety of responses, and there's room to take this activity as high as students want. For example, in 4th grade, they may say, I know 15 is an odd number, or I know it's a composite number. Maybe I know it has factors of 3 and 5. This is exactly what we mean by low floor, high ceiling. It's accessible for all levels of learners. Everyone's able to share what they know, and everyone's able to engage with the activity. And high ceiling, the sky's the limit. They're able to go as high as they need or want to. They're really able to showcase their understanding and enhance everyone's understanding through their thinking and engaging with the high ceiling portion of the task. It's my hope that you'll have so much fun engaging and interacting with students through these low floor, high ceiling tasks. I'm so eager to see how this strategy helps all of your students engage, and I know you'll be surprised with what your students come up with.